Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today, bringing you guys the 5th episode of my Journey to Legend series. So this is actually going to be the last episode where I'm showcasing the OP witches. After this one, unfortunately, they did put in those skeleton nerfs. Well, I guess it is not really that unfortunate, seeing as they were completely broken. But anyways, let's go ahead and attack a couple of bases and try to make our way out of Titan 2, starting off with Lazy right here, who's in the clan Crimson Wrath. So I started off with a couple of wall breakers, was able to actually use those pretty effectively, which means I have 2 jump spells saved up for the core of the base. And what I've generally been doing against these Nemesis bases is using both of the jump spells and the core, which you guys saw that I just did right there, and just giving myself 2 entry points to make my way in, so I really don't have to worry about funneling my troops at all whatsoever. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pop my Eternal Tome as well as drop my poison spell on top of those level 7 minions. Those things went ahead and burned down. Free spell is going to go down on that Inferno Tower right there, and we've already made a pretty good push into the center of the base, and I count at least 4 or 5 witches left that are still spawning a ton of skeletons. So both golems are in the core as well. They're going to do a great job of soaking up damage. Single target Inferno Tower really isn't going to be able to mess with my King, Queen, or Grand Warden, so sort of just waiting things out for now. But whenever you have full HP heroes in the center of the base, things are generally boding pretty well for you, and I haven't even popped my King's ability or my King's or Queen's ability as well, because usually you pop your King's ability pretty quickly into the raid, but it looks like the golems did a pretty good job tanking for him, so I'm going to be able to save that for an extremely long time, and I'm actually going to pop my Queen's ability before my King's. I don't remember how many times that's happened to me on this push, but it actually worked out pretty well for this one. King's going down pretty low right now, so I'm going to save up his ability in just a second and pop it right now. And looking at the rest of the base, unless we got some really unfortunate giant bombs, I don't see any way whatsoever we'd be able to lose. So we can go ahead and fast forward a little bit, and this is going to be a 3-star against a Titan 3 defender right here. So overall, pretty good stuff. Happy with this raid right here as my skeletons finish out from the top. And in total, as far as the trophies go, we're not going to get some sort of crazy whale since we were attacking 1 league under, but it's still 12 trophies on our push. And once you get up to like 4,600 trophies, 4,700 trophies, once you get to that point, if you just do a couple of 3-star raids, you'll be at Legend League in no time, even if it's only 12 trophies at a time. So let's go ahead and attack another Titan 3 defender. This time we're going to be attacking Hood, who is a Town Hall 10. Taking a look at his base design, it's sort of like a Nemesis base design, except he has these weird compartments that makes it so my troops won't run crazy throughout the base. But this actually bodes pretty well for me, and I don't really mind having those walls separate some of the parts of his base. Alright, so Rage Spell is going to go down right now. I'm going to go ahead and give my troops a little bit of a boost. Also, I'm going to go ahead and pop the Eternal Tome and drop a free spell on that single target Inferno Tower right before the Eternal Tome wore off, and that actually saved my Barbarians King life and gave him like 11 seconds of invulnerability. So really good use of the spells right there, and holding on to that last jump spell, I'm going to use that as an exit jump spell to make sure I can get into the last couple of defenses that are on the other side of these walls. Alright, so we're in the core. King's going down right now. Still have my Queen and Grand Warden at full HP, as well as plenty of witches and wizards. And sort of just storming our way through as the jump spell has been dropped on top of that Expo, which is going to give my troops a little bit of wiggle room to try to make their way into these last couple of defenses. I do have a lot of wizards and witches on the bottom hand side, so I'm not really focused on those right now. They should be able to grind their way through. And then I have a golem and a couple of troops up here, so as long as that golem can take it up a bit for my Queen, the wizards, the witches, as well as the warden, that's a lot of W's, then we'll be able to take out the remainder of this base, and it should go pretty well. Like I was talking about, I had a little bit of an army down here that was able to take care of that compartment of defenses, which means we only have a Wizard Tower Expo left. And yeah, that's going to be another 3-star against a Titan 3 defender, and overall, things have been going pretty amazingly on this push. I'm trying to get my way up to Titan 1. As I told you guys previously, my record is 4,640 trophies. So the quicker we get up to Titan 1, the quicker we break that record. Another solid raid right here for 17 trophies against Hood. And that'll definitely go a long way trying to get up to 4,700. So let's go ahead and check out one more base right here. This one is a Town Hall 11. It looks like he's pretty decently upgraded. Let's go ahead and see if we can take out Japan 51. And the first thing I noticed is that his wizard towers weren't maxed out. And I also dropped a jump spell right here to check for giant bombs. You guys might be wondering why I dropped a jump spell right there, even though I broke in with 2 separate parts with wall breakers. I just wanted to check for a giant bomb right there to make sure I didn't take any of my witches or wizards out. All right, now that that's out of the way, both of the other jump spells will be put into the core, because having 3 jump spells Supercells against a base like this is sort of useless, so you might as well get the best value out of it by dropping it to check for that giant bomb. And now my troops are going to start storming their way through, and I sort of just have to think of a good time to draw my Eternal Tome ability. So I decided to drop it right now as some of my troops started making their way towards the town hall. Going to go ahead and shoot down that first Inferno Tower, and seeing as we only have a multi left, I should have plenty of tankiness with my king and a couple of golemites to be able to take down the rest of this base. There's a lot of storages on the northern portion of this compartment, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to break through those, but after we get through those, only a couple more defenses left, and that should be it for another 3-star. So this multi-target Inferno Tower is actually going insane. It's taken out a lot of my witches. You can see right there, I actually popped my queen's ability early because I needed that big damage boost to save some of my witches, but I got a little bit worried there for a second just because of that Inferno Tower. So sometimes it is better to pop your queen's ability, even though she's not like dying or anything like that, just to get that extra damage boost. But I don't know if it would have mattered too much inside of this raid. I still had almost my whole entire army composition left, so another 3-star to wrap out this episode. And overall, this was pretty fun using these OP witches. Like I said, this is the last episode I recorded before they put in those skeleton nerfs, so we'll see how we can deal with that over the next couple of episodes. But it looks like we got 15 trophies for this raid right here against Japan 51, 100% 3-star. Let's go ahead and check back to base and see that we are at 4,701 trophy. And overall, that's going to put us back into Titan 1. So awesome stuff. This is my trophy record to date, 4,701 trophies. Of course, that isn't the point of the series. We're trying to make our way up to Legend as soon as possible. So I'm going to keep pushing my way up there. Hopefully, we can find some success with those new skeletons now that they have been nerfed a little bit on offense. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until the next episode, I will see you guys later. Peace out.